I think the bigger challenge that counties are now getting in the second phase of devolution, particularly this financial year, has actually been the failure by Treasury to remit resources, to remit money allocated to counties through the CARA Act, the CARA by Senate. I know that the Act has been assented to, the Act is with the Treasury, but they have been grumbling over certain sections of unconditional grants, saying that there are illegalities inside. But despite that, everything else within that Act, the schedule that finances counties is okay. And we will not understand where the delay has been, and we expect that the Treasury releases these funds. Essentially, that is the biggest problem, is the lack of releasing the funds. But we've had that old chronic problem of IFMIS, where IFMIS is so slow, and sometimes it is locked, sometimes it is too slow, and it becomes difficult for counties to transact money. As you're very well aware that development money is supposed to be, payments are supposed to be done through the IFMIS. So sometimes it is too slow, and in many counties even don't have electricity and even reliable network connectivity. So that is still a very big challenge that not only ourselves, but not only the National Treasury, but even Parliament needs to take up this matter and be able to push the executive, the national executive, to take a decision on improving the IFMIS or getting a service system that is much more workable and can be able to support the devolved units, be able to effectively be able to pay monies when it is required to pay monies to suppliers and others.
Now, which way? What do we do now with IFMIS? I saw Governor Mandako last week saying they are going to court to do away with IFMIS.
That could be one way, but I think to me it's easier because IFMIS have been put in place through an act of parliament. So the best recourse is to bring up these discussions in our summit, but also to appeal to parliamentarians across the political divide to sit down with Treasury and relook for an amicable solution that can be able to solve this. And I believe that it has come a time when we need to review the IFMIS and let technicians work on the challenges that are being experienced so that those ones are sorted out as we move forward. Otherwise, it will going to be very difficult for counties to be able to meet to meet the targets that they have planned for in every financial year. It's really going to be very, very difficult if we continue the way we are.